Open Mic Production presents me, the Lunchroom. I'm the Lunchbox, but you watching the Lunchroom, the online podcast. Yeah.
You are now tuned into the Lunchroom with Greg Baker, Rochanomics, and Jolie. Brought to you by Open Mic Production.
Welcome to the Lunchroom. My name is Greg Baker.
And I'm Jolie.
And I'm Zach Roach.
And we at the Lunchroom, we are brought to you by Open Mic Productions. And today we got a great show for y'all. I'm turned up. And I'm going to do something different this time. I really want my boy, Zach, to hit us with the first topic.
All right, first topic of the day. Shout out to Jolie. She came up with this. Bill Maher, the host of the HBO show, which is a great show. I love the show. Don't get me wrong. But he slipped up. He didn't slip up. He meant to do that.
He said
that
Yeah.
too clean.
He was very confident what he said.
He said that.
Yeah. So he called, house. You did.
House nigga.
House nigga. But and now ever since this came out, it seems like a lot of white people are mad that we are mad about this. And they keep down. So, and it goes on. It ain't just Bill Maher. It goes on. So why do you think slavery and using the N-word is so downplayed by white people?
I feel like it's downplayed because they just don't understand our everyday struggle. They feel like the stuff that we went through is stuck in the past, not knowing that every single day we're still fighting for people to look at us as regular individuals. So I feel like that's the reason why they downplay it. They don't understand that it's still going on.
Yeah.
Even if it's not as bad as it used to be, having to pick cotton and everything like that, it's still going on from employment to everything. Like, it still exists.
Absolutely. I think you make a good point. I feel like they don't know. They haven't been through it. They haven't experienced it. But I think another thing is they're the ones that get blamed and get the most ridicule for saying it.
Right.
Because if you look, all cultures and races pretty much say the N-word.
Yeah.
Black people, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. Like, I work with a bunch of Mexican people and they call each other the N-word all day.
The time.
All day, all night.
And I'm uncomfortable. Like, am I supposed to say something about it?
But that's what they do. So,
But what you call them? Mexicans or what you call them?
Latinos,
they minorities too in a way, but in my opinion, the reason why Caucasians a lot of times do not want to take ownership because that to me is like the when you're like the oppressor, you really don't want to take ownership because you're like you really showing the person like without you I'll be nowhere. Because if you really break it down, without the slaves and a lot of that crop wouldn't be put in the motion where we wouldn't have a lot of cotton out there. They wouldn't have got to the point where they was benefiting, and there's a lot of white folks that's still benefiting off the slavery.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
They still benefiting off of it. So
Yeah.
why would they say, yeah, we was wrong for doing that to you? Then if they admit to that, then what they gonna have to start doing? Probably handing out some reparations.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Cutting some checks because a lot of people out here still struggling. I'm
Every
struggling.
day,
Yes,
every
And I
absolutely.
know my
day.
ancestors, my granddaddy used to work in the tobacco farms. He used to farm tobacco, and tobacco right now is one of the biggest industries right now in the world. I feel like tobacco should cut me a cut
Right.
me in
Right.
because my granddaddy was out there in y'all fields helping
Right.
helping you get your industry off the ground.
Also, you could look at it like this. So they throw it. It seems like every time something like this comes out, even when the kids from the College of Oklahoma when they got caught singing that song on the bus hanging from a tree, they like, well, this is what you listen to in rap songs all the time. First of all, they've been saying this word rave. The rap came out in the 70s, right? They've been saying that word since since the
Ever.
1600s. So
Since forever.
They
so
just- they
don't
just-
blame rap music for
Don't
it.
blame it because, like you said, rap music wasn't even out before y'all even created that word. It's just all about like throwing the rock and hat in your hand. You know what I'm saying? If I'm using an N word in my song, you know what I'm saying? That don't mean you have to repeat it. You can nod to it, but you do have the option to turn that song off or censor the words for you to be more respectable.
Right. I get. So let me ask y'all a question. Both of y'all can answer this. What do you do? What do you say to a white person that says, "Well, I hear it on the rap songs, and I hear you guys say it to each other all the time," and then they go for that? What do y'all feel about that when they ask that?
But you're not us.
Exactly.
It's that simple. You're not us. But I do feel as black people, we do have to come together and realize that using that word is not right.
Yeah.
We have to just stop it, omit it from our vocabulary. It's not good for our ancestors to be hearing, us saying things like that. We just need to just put that word out and it doesn't exist anymore.
And I definitely 100% agree with you. We have to stop using the word ourselves. You know, that's like telling your kids to do what I
Yes.
say and not what I do. So we
Yes.
have to be a perfect example of that.
You are watching The Lunchroom.
Welcome to Street Talk with Jolie. Today I want to talk about something that I see every day. Driving to the lunchroom, I see kids outside like playing the Bucket Boys, playing music and whatnot, and I'm realizing it's just so much talent out here. Why don't people see it? You know,
Now, look,
nobody even knows anything about
The
it.
Bucket Boys ain't playing. They working out there.
They working, making that money.
They
But
95.
still, that's a talent.
All right, now, it's some of the bucket boys out there just beating on the drum and they're doing it now. It's got to be an age limit on the bucket boys, but I'm sorry, man.
That is true, but still.
I saw a 40-year-old bucket boy.
Yeah.
He wasn't a bucket boy no more.
Dude, the
He was
bucket
a
ain't
bucket
working no
man.
more.
I think he was
That
peeing in that bucket
man. But anyway, there's so much talent out there in Chicago alone. I feel like Chicago is the most talented city in the United States of America.
LA. We New LA.
Definitely. So
Definitely
why
got a
won't
lot
we
there.
do something to put it out there? The lunchroom, we're up and coming. I feel like we should try to come up with an idea to do an online talent show. So if you guys think that is a good idea, or if you're interested in joining the online talent show, please reach out to us at openmicproduction.net and let us know that you're wanting to showcase your talent to the world, and we'll feel free to put it out. Then people could vote for it and say who they think is the best, and the winner might have, you know, something coming from the lunchroom and maybe a little something money. What do you guys think about that?
You just offering our money, huh? No.
I mean, we
No, it's
gotta
cool.
get
It's
out
cool.
there.
It's cool. I love it.
I love the idea.
I love
I'm
it.
with you on that one.
It's
I
an
love it.
online podcast,
Yes.
an online talent
Talent show.
show. Put, you know, everybody out talent wise. Why not?
think that's an amazing idea.
That's a great idea. It helps us out. It helps you. It helps them out. And I just think it's in all of us to come together.
As
It's
a
a great
community,
thing.
we need to come together as a community, and I feel like this is the first step. So please, if you are talented out there, feel free to reach out to us. Once again, it's openmicproduction.net. Thank you.
With that being said, let's go right to our next topic, Amber Rose's vagina. What do you think about a new picture? It's a little bushy, you know, but who don't like a little bush?
You
Who don't?
need it to
Who don't like
keep
a little
the
bush?
bacteria away. A little something.
Well, I've never heard it that way.
I thought when you cut the bush, it keeps the bacteria.
No, no,
away.
no.
No, the hair.
I'm
keeps
not
the
gonna front.
bacteria
I
That's
thought
away.
hair holds bacteria.
Yeah.
No, but it's also supposed to keep the bacteria from coming in it as well. It's about how much hair is
It's like a
on
bacteria
the vagina.
gate.
You got to keep it clean. But you don't want too much hair because then that would be too much, you know, stuff hanging around. But if you have a little, you know, little hair,
It's okay with a little
it keeps it away. That's what I don't know.
I got you.
I don't know.
I'm glad you're schooling us on the art of keeping it fresh.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
listen, as a man, when I saw that picture, I loved it. I'm not gonna front, but you know, I'm just being honest about the situation.
I mean, she does. She did look good.
And if I didn't love it, you would have to start questioning me. But with that being said, I have nieces. You know, Amber Rose is a public figure.
Yes, she is.
She's a public figure, whether she like it or not.
Yeah.
Whether she wants to be, at the end of the day, she's a public figure. And unfortunately, I ain't gonna say unfortunately because I don't know her like that. She's probably a good woman, but people are gonna look up to her. Little girls are gonna look up to her, and they say, "Wow."
But you guys have to pay attention to what the reason is behind why she posted her vagina on the internet.
What's
She's
the
doing
reason?
this thing called the slut walk, and basically,
I heard about
it's just to show people that us women, we're no different than you guys. You know, the men. You guys walk around all the time, like with your shirts off and doing all this and that, showing skin. But us women, we're always downplayed for the stuff that we wear and what we do and whatnot. So basically, Amber Rose is trying to speak out for the women, saying we like sex, we like to do this and that. Like, why are you guys talking about us like we're not all humans?
See, my
not
thing
saying
is-
that I agree 100% with what she's doing. I'm just saying let's put out the reason behind why she did what she did.
My thing is this. In my opinion, Amber Rose does not really have any true talent. In
No.
my opinion. So her doing what she did was just Amber Rose. That's her handle.
Well, it is talented to keep your body that way, though. Let's not sleep on that.
It is talented, but then at the same time, it's a mixture of talent and technology. You know what I'm
True.
saying? But
Yeah.
when it comes down to her boyfriend and her boyfriend before that, those guys have actual true talent.
Yeah.
You know, Kanye, one of the best musicians of our age. What's his name? Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz Khalifa.
Very talented.
Very
You know what I'm saying?
talented woman, no
So
question.
she had to do that, I want to say, just to keep her name in the tabloids. I ain't going to try to make it all smart, make it seem like she had a strong little,
I agree.
you know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
No, that's I feel the same
A
way.
business
you do,
plan
Jay.
for that. No, she
Yeah.
just posted a picture of her box.
Yeah, that's I feel that way too. I don't think I don't think by like okay, yeah, like you say, Jolie. Man, do we walk around with our shirt off? But you know, as soon as we put our Johnson on online, they're gonna be like,
for it to be a private part,
Yeah, you know
that
what
was
I'm
a
saying?
little bit much.
Don't nobody want to see the Johnson. Cause look, when you don't women don't like deep pics, and even on Twitter when they had the
the jogging pants, right?
Yeah, they had the when they was showing the imprint.
What it's called.
They
Yeah.
don't even do that on Twitter no more.
Yeah.
Twitter had this. Don't nobody want to see the Johnson.
I think we're all forgetting the main thing is the fact that she does have a son, you know, and at the end of the day, her son will see this picture.
You probably already seen it.
Well, he's a child,
He was
though.
pointing
His mentality
I came from
isn't
there, mommy.
at the point that it needs to be at yet. You know what I'm saying? So when he comes to terms with it and sees this,
You gonna look at his mama
See,
like
that's my point exactly. Like she has a son. I don't know if she has nieces or it's a lot of little girls looking up to her. Like, look, I could be like Emma Rose. I don't got to do nothing. Like
I
you
don't
say,
gotta do
Greg,
nothing.
I ain't
Keep
got to
my
be
body in
talented. If I
order.
keep my body, know that I can come up,
Take good pictures.
and take good pictures, and now you are gonna have
and
you know
exploit myself.
Yeah, and they feel like that's the way to come up. So, and at the end of the day, you could talk about the slut walk. You could say you can empower women, but just recognize, just like anybody else, not just women, men deal with this too. When you go that route, remember, don't expect the backlash and be prepared to handle that. Just like who wrote the book about everybody, the headhunter, the what's her name?
I don't know. I don't think I.
Oh, you talking about Superhead?
Superhead. Oh, you said something. I'm loud.
Sorry, I said headhunter.
Right. I'm like,
Superhead.
It's the same thing.
Headhunter.
She wrote that book about everybody. She wrote that and put everybody business
Yeah,
in
she
there.
did.
And then she gets on the radio and people ask her question, she gets mad about it. No, you
Yeah.
put that out
You
there.
put yourself
that
out
was
there
you.
like that.
So long as Emma Rose don't get mad when people ask her like why they doing that, it's all good.
Yeah.
That sounds
yeah.
good.
As long as you don't care, you got our support.
You are watching The Lunchroom.
Now listen, summer is here. It's hot. All right, and school is out. Now look, I was just looking at the rankings, and I just want to know how y'all feel about this because I think it's true. Is summer break too long for kids? Are they out of school too long for kids? Now they're getting out of school now. CPS not going back to September to after Labor Day, so that's 3 months. And a lot of these kids don't have nothing to do. Summer camps are very, very expensive. You talking about sometimes $200 a week. That is a lot of money.
Right.
$200 a week. Now, and then you look at other countries such as
And then
China.
Ronna just took away our funding and everything, right?
Yeah. So, and you look at other countries like China, Spain. They go to school year round. What they do is they just take maybe a 2-week break here and there
Yeah.
throughout the year. But their education, their kids are so much smarter and more educated. You know, right now we ranked out of 38 countries. out of 71 countries, we're ranked number 38. 38
Intelligence for
in
the-
education.
Oh wow.
In education, we're ranked number 38. So
Because America is not really trying to educate. You know what I'm saying? You got it's like our schools, our minority schools, they shutting them all down.
Right.
Now they finna open up a $3 million school and put 3 different schools in that one
I
school.
found that to be so crazy.
Wow.
So at the
Yeah.
same, we not focused on educate. We more so focused on control. You know what I'm saying? We want to take all these kids and put in one school. Do we want to control what we put in them?
Right.
And I don't want to say the summer is too long because I want to say it's about perspective too. Because when you was a shawty, them 3 months, you
Yeah.
like, man, 3 months out of school.
I think the difference is the time period. Kids today don't really go outside and enjoy being a child. You
That's
know what
true,
I'm
too.
saying? And people
Yeah.
are just thinking about summer camps and whatnot. Back in the day, we needed that summer. We needed that time to hang out with our friends and stuff to clear our minds. So I do not think that summer is too long. I feel like we need to get our kids to be back outside and enjoying being a child.
Now I wouldn't just send them outside, Jolie. We got to keep them busy. Like my granddaddy during the summers. Shout out to my granddaddy, Mr. Ellis. He used to come get us every summer. I wanted to stay in the crib and chill. He used to come get us
Well, go
and make us go
outside.
work.
Yeah.
My granddaddy did real estate. He had a property. He used to come get us. We used to be
But
raking the
even
grass,
not
painting
working
all
though.
summer.
But
You know
even
what I'm
not
saying?
just working though. I'm
Right.
talking about being a child. I feel like we're pushing too much on our kids too early. We need to let them live, play double dutch outside. You know what I'm saying?
But here's
do
the-
something like that.
Here's another problem we got though with that though. Like I agree with that to some degree, but what's the summers is, if you're parents and you're a mom,
yeah.
you know, you're a dad, you work.
Yeah.
You working.
Mm-hmm.
So that means if your kids, if you can't afford summer camp, your kids are just home a lot of times. I know.
That's your job as a parent, though,
Right.
to
The
make
older
sure that
brother
you're
watching
in
them.
communication with people at all times, so that your child can be involved in stuff at all times. Because just because I work all the time and I travel a lot, I still make sure that my child is being a child and well taken care of at all times.
I'm not saying
involved
not
in
well taken
something.
care of. I'm just
No, I'm
it's
saying,
just
like,
it's a lot more time that you have to cover for now in the summertime.
But but just period. That's your child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta make sure that your child is good. My daughter does something every single day, and trust me, mommy be so exhausted.
One more point.
But I still make sure that she does something every single day.
One more point though. One more point that we can move on. I know a bunch of teachers right now,
Mm-hmm.
and they always say like when the kids out of school that long, when they come back to school in September, they have
They
to
lost.
They lost. They
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
relearn everything.
Yeah.
Repetition.
I think you want to keep. I think you got to keep their mind fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to keep it going.
I would say what I do is when my daughter's not in school, every day after breakfast we have school time. Every day after breakfast is school time, at least for an hour, where we go over a couple words in reading,
Right.
and then she goes about her day.
Right.
I think if you just do that as a parent, then your child will be fine come the time for school that next school year.
And I agree with both of you all. I just want to say this real quick. I think I really want to say this. A lot of parents are borderline neglecting their children. I just want to say it's borderline neglect. But I just want to say that. I want to move forward to the next topic.
Yeah.
I want Jolie to introduce this topic because this is. Go ahead, introduce this one, young lady.
They want me to do this because I brought up this topic. I've seen people talking about it, but would you date a stripper seriously? Like, would you bring her home to mom? Would you introduce her to your family? Would you start a family with her? Would you do this with a stripper?
Let's go, wifing her all the way up.
Look, I think everything else would be fun about the stripper except having to introduce her to people.
Right. Yeah.
But what's wrong with dating a stripper, though?
No, because it's just weird. Because you know, listen, I agree with you, but it's always that question. So, what do you do?
What do you do?
What do you do?
What do you
And
do?
then-
But it's so hard for people to find jobs out there, today. I've seen women out there hustling nonstop, applying to jobs and whatnot.
It's not hard for no
And
woman to find no job nowadays.
It's easier for
It's
women.
been hard for me. That's why I started my own businesses. Sorry.
But you can always get hired as a stripper.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do that though.
See,
But I see
But nah, don't
nothing
do that.
wrong.
But-
I see nothing wrong with the strippers. I understand you gotta hustle to make your money, and not everybody has the support
No, what I'm
or
saying-
the mentality to understand the next couple steps. So sometimes that stripping is just the step before whatever is to come next, or to keep food.
I
on
agree
the
with you.
table.
I agree with you. We're not talking about is it right or wrong to be a stripper or make money.
Right,
We talking
but
about
dating.
is to be in a serious relationship with a stripper. I'm sorry, it's different.
How?
I mean, it's got to
If
be
you
different.
If you understand what I'm saying, then how is it different?
Because listen, as a man, I'm telling you, as a man, we got egos. And the thing about having ego,
Maybe
every
egos is so just so much. Like y'all always want to throw y'all ego at us. What about our egos? What about our self-esteem?
Y'all
No,
should
y'all
have
got
an
what
ego.
we got.
Hold on.
Self-esteem, yeah.
yeah. But here's the
Ego.
thing. Here's the thing. Now you got to go deal with. You have to be comfortable with, like men, just like women. Y'all very territorial. Men, we are too.
People.
People.
Anything with a heart is pretty
Yeah,
much,
so-
or
yeah, exactly.
a living anything is territory.
So when you got every night, you know your wife or your girlfriend, whatever it is out there, and you got 1,000 men just thirsting over her naked body every night. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm not saying I don't know if I could deal with it. That'll be tough.
But see, that's not cool because there's people that have bodies, period, who wear clothes every single day, and men are fantasizing about them already. So, are you gonna have low self-esteem towards that?
No. What I'm saying is, no, we're not talking. Yes, it's a lot
just
of.
saying, I'm
it's
just
a lot
trying
of,
to throw out all-
No, it's a lot of beautiful women out here, and they do regular jobs, and they got stripper bodies, if you want to call it
Yeah.
that. So I get that, but I'm talking about her job is to go take her clothes off every night and twerk every night naked for a bunch of men. I don't know. That's
See,
tough to deal with.
It comes down. I'm gonna say this. It comes down to trust.
Yeah.
It really,
That's
'cause-
what it comes
Yeah.
to.
a lot of questions come to my mind to the point where you gonna be up in that strip club with her every night, where you gonna walk up in it, you gonna sit in there and chill, you gonna take her home because that's your woman, or is she gonna let her go every night and believe she just going up in there to dance, getting her dollars, and she leaving? You know what I'm saying? Is she not going home with somebody or in the boom boom room collecting a couple of extra dollars doing
Lap
whatever?
dances and
You know what I'm saying?
that's,
Everything.
That's,
you know
part
what
of
I'm saying?
that's part of the
You feel me?
demonstration.
So you like, what kind of stripper are you?
But you guys want us to be cool with the hustlers and whatnot in the streets and be okay with, all
we
that.
don't. No, you shouldn't be cool with that. No.
Me,
I'm
I'm
just
gonna be
making
honest with you.
sure. I just want to make sure there's
I'm
not
gonna
a
be honest
double
with you, Jolie.
standard.
Me personally, I just want you at home, chilling. When I call, you pick up.
Make sure
Be
you
there
got the
for
bread
me.
though to match it.
Yeah, you
know
gotta
what I'm
have the
saying?
bread.
You gotta have the bread to pay them bills if you want us to be chilling at home.
Chilling at home.
If you're not paying them bills and helping us out, then we gotta do what we gotta do to make sure
Listen,
everything
I
is
respect,
together.
but don't get it twisted, Angela. I respect the hustle. It's
Okay.
not that I don't respect the hustle, but the question was, how would I be about being in a relationship with a stripper? That's two different things. The hustle, I understand the hustle. You got to get your bread.
You gotta trust that person. You, Jolie. And we're gonna ask you before we go to the next one. Would you date a male stripper?
I just think that it's disgusting, period. Like, I don't think it's sexy, male strippers. Like, I wouldn't go to a male strip club and watch it. So, no, I would not date a male stripper just because I just don't find that attractive at all. It's kind of nasty. Don't be doing all...
Like I
you
said
might bring
earlier,
those
don't
chicks
nobody
to the
like the
bedroom
titties.
and...
Nobody like the
Nobody
jump.
want to see the jump.
Nah, we don't.
So, with that being said, we want to shout out the new Black Panther movie.
Oh, man.
That stuff looks so cold.
That look good.
I cannot wait to
drop.
see it. I feel like a queen just watching the preview.
I'm going to stand up and clap for
I
that.
can't stand up. I might fall, but
Yes. So yeah, go see that movie Black Panther. It's gonna be great. Support us. I love to see a black superhero.
Yeah.
I don't
Yes,
mean,
I cannot wait.
And we don't mean to be like, oh, we not pro. We just, we love when our people doing stuff. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
We love everybody here too. Don't get me wrong.
I actually
Everyone.
tried,
Yes.
I tried to get in that movie, bro. I was on their casting site. They was shooting it in Atlanta. I definitely was sending out headshots and all that, but they didn't pick me up. But just for them to finish this movie is amazing, and I'm ready to see it. I'm definitely ready to see it.
Absolutely.
So, to sum up the show,
Sum it up.
I want to give a quick shout out to our executive producer, Kevin Winston.
hey,
Hey.
He
Good
growing the hair
job.
out. I see you, boy, growing it out. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna have a mohawk like me and Jolita.
They cut me out the Mohawk crew. So shout out Bonnell French, Pretty Ricky, what we call him. Home run hits.
hey.
Yeah.
Does the intro. He does a great job with that intro too. Twiz the Wiz. I said that right. He did our commercial beats. Also, our boy just came again with Open Mic Production. This is the Lunchroom. My name is Greg Baker.
And I'm Jolie.
And I'm Zach Roach.
Good looking out on tuning in. For more exclusive content, go to openmicproduction.net. Go on. Go.